Hello, my name is Austin Tamargo. I'm making this video today entitled Every Comrade Has a Role. This video is inspired by a comrade who reached out to me, Mary Lee. I really appreciate them. They reached out to me. It was actually like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I haven't gotten back around to it. I've had a lot going on, but this comrade told me that they were disabled in some way. I didn't inquire too much how, and they told me that, they wanted me to talk about how disabled people who can't be active, who may only be online or, in a certain different situation, how they can what ways they can aid the struggle and our revolutionary cause and struggle and basically recognizing the fundamental principle of communism, that it is from each according to their ability, to each according to their need. So everybody has a role to play. Kim Il Sung, you know, he once said, "Let those who are gifted in the mind give their minds. Let those who are gifted with their hands give their hands. Give their labor. Let those who are, good at defense or fighting." He said it some other way. It's my own version of it. you know, be a soldier or whatever, and let all people who love their people and their country. Not saying that we love the United States government, but we love our people. We love the working class people, the masses of the country. We love our people. Let us give all of ourselves in whatever capacity we can. So, of course, all communists believe everybody has a role to play. Communists have always, in all their revolutions, fought for women's rights, against racism and prejudice and any kind of discrimination or oppression. The communist theory is to support all movements of liberation, all movements against oppression. Mao Zedong said, "Women hold up half the sky," Of course, today we know gender is a construct, but the point is, sometimes I do talk about people only being online, and that never means that people who are in a certain predicament where they can't be as active or anything, from each according to their ability. Whatever ability, capacity you have to aid the revolution, then you should do it. That's what I firmly believe, because when we end capitalism in the imperial power base, the United States and the NATO countries, we will directly help so many people in subjugated nations around the world, and not only our own people. We're literally helping the whole world by giving in whatever capacity we can to our revolutionary struggle, to our socialist struggle. So, in saying that, there are many people who have a lot more capacity to do a lot more in this struggle. And sometimes I'll talk to comrades online. They'll talk to me. I'll say like, "Okay, what are you doing? Are you conducting any revolutionary activity?" I tell that to my friend like a week or two ago. One of my comrades. I was like, "Are you conducting any revolutionary activity, comrade?" Because one way of looking at it, I like the hippies in California. Some of them talk about. Sorry, there was a fly. Some of them talk about the highest timeline and the different timelines, and they like to see how, what they call the butterfly effect. You making one little tiny action that's totally unrelated to so many other things impacts the entire flow and creates ripple effects on our environment and on our reality, and in time. you know Everything is interconnected. That's one of the fundamental principles of Marxism. Is we don't look at just the economic system, we look at the socio-economic system, because we realize everything is connected. So to correctly understand the economic structure of things, we have to understand how every aspect of life relates to that economic structure, and that's socioeconomics, and how our society and economic system, are woven together. So, on the question of people with disabilities, if you can't be active, there's so much anyone. If you're able to type on a computer, or even if you're just able to type, there's so much you can do online. I have the United States Communist Party website, um, and I'm gonna start writing more articles up there. And people who are interested in supporting the cause and even maybe joining the party, I want them to start submitting articles there too, if they would like to, and they want a space to put out their work for more people to see. And really, there is so much to do online, but also there is so much to do in person. There's a whole, if we were talking business, there's a whole market of people online, but there's a whole another section of people who don't go online that much. They're not on Facebook or Instagram. There's some people that they're not gonna click on a link if they see it. They're not gonna look at read something online, some article. But if you're sitting at a bar with them, or you're chilling with them at a park or a coffee shop or a bookstore, or some random person you meet in town, and you start talking to them about this in a simple way, in a conversational matter, there's certain people that you're able to reach them more like that. You know, there's certain people. Everybody has a different personality. A different way of dealing with people and communicating. Some people are more direct, more aggressive. Some people are more passive. Some people are more calm. Some people are more firm. There's so many different cultures, so many different vibes. So different people can relate to different people and lead them to the struggle. Last year, this girl I met was talking to me. She said that you should always only speak from logical the logos, because she was telling me how the ancient Greeks said there's the logos, the pathos, and the egos or something. I'm sorry, I forgot, but it's like she's like, oh, we should only do it from the logical point of view and talk to them logically, and not from emotion, you know, because she was talking about my passion and how sometimes I'm really passionate when I speak to people about this, and she's basically saying that I shouldn't be like that. And there's a lot of people who I've met and I've known, and who I've seen myself. I've respected their passion, for the work, and so I'm not always super passionate and emotional, but the thing is that certain messages, the way that people speak a certain message, appeals to different types of people. There's certain types of people who can say the same thing I say, but just say it in their own words, and they'll reach a whole different group of people who that speaks to, that resonates with, because just of the different psyches people have, and the different personalities, how different personality types get along in psychology. That's one reason I think having a simple understanding, at least a simple understanding of psychology, really helps in Marxism and our revolutionary struggle, and organizing and educating people. So there's definitely so much to do, um, and every comrade should feel that deep within them that that's the fundamental truth, that there is a place for them, there is a job for them, and we want them here with us in our struggle. We want all comrades, regardless of how much they can contribute. Everybody can contribute some, and with us all contributing together, that's how we come to a collective, class-conscious understanding and have a mass movement, a movement of the true masses of people, not just some little group. We want all the working class people to contribute in any way they can. So I hope this has been sufficient. If there's any more questions, comments, or concerns on this matter, feel free to comment. I really appreciate the feedback a lot of people have been giving me and the suggestions. And if people give me like a suggestion like this, I'll try to give whatever insight I can about it. So I really appreciate that. Also, I'm going to put down links, what I always put down, Socialism in the 21st Century, a link with hundreds of sources about the progress of socialism, a link to the United States Communist Party website, and this book I wrote, which you can buy on Amazon. So thank you. Have a nice day or night, whatever.